Hey, this is Luke with WeddingFilmCoach.com, and today I wanted to talk with you about the Sony a7 III low light performance. Hey, thanks for stopping by and watching this video. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And so let's go ahead and get to the a7 III and the low light performance. This guy is a beast with low light. If this is something that interests you and you've been trying to find good cameras that perform well in low light, then you probably already know about the Sony a7S II. And for the longest time, that was kind of the reigning king of low light. I'm not even sure when the first A7S came out if Nikon or Canon were even worried about it, because it seems like Sony just hit the nail on the head and knocked it out of the park with their low light performance with that camera, and it's only improved with the A7S II, and a lot of people are expecting the A7S III to come out soon, and I know a lot of people are excited about that. From the tests that I've done, I'm going to show you some footage. I think that it is not quite as good as the low light performance of the A7S II. However, probably not going to be a huge noticeable difference if it's not in an extreme situation. I would say that from ISOs probably up to 8,000, maybe even 10,000. They could go back and forth kind of depending on the how each camera sensor does. But up above that 10,000 mark, the A7S II still just does a better job at the low light performance as opposed to the A7 III. But let me know what you think with this footage in mind compared to the A6500, and I'm going to do some more detailed and specific comparisons with these. But compared to the A6500, the A7S II is definitely a step up in quality. However, I will say that I was a little disappointed. From my tests so far, it seems like the A7 III has a similar problem that the A6500 does, and that is where the midtones of your shot transition to the shadows of your shot. There seems to kind of be some splotchiness at times in certain situations, not all the time, but I've noticed in some of the weddings that I've shot that if I underexpose a little bit, these areas from the midtones to the shadows as they transition there seem to be a little splotchy. They kind of lose a little bit of detail, and it's hard to bring those back in post-production without causing a lot of digital noise. Of course, we have amazing low light assistants that help us with noise reduction in Premiere Pro. I'll probably do another video about that someday, but just in camera, the Sony a7 III really is amazing with low light. I think it does good at maintaining detail, reducing noise when possible. I think that the A6500 has a bit of a tighter noise pattern, which could be good depending on the type of noise removal software that you use. It might work better with that. The a7 III was a bit bigger. I think that's probably because it's a full frame compared to a crop sensor. I'm not super techie like that, so let me know if you know down below, but I think that's right from what I've researched and from what I've learned. But hey, I'm really excited about this camera. I think it does incredible in low light. It will certainly fit my purposes well for weddings, because not every single moment is low light, but a lot are, but this does well enough to handle those. The only thing that I would get worried about if I was shooting a wedding, if I walk into a reception and it's only candlelight. Sometimes that happens, or if I walk into a ceremony and it's only candlelight. This probably will struggle a little bit with that. I'll have to use some noise removal software, but for speeches, for stances, special moments, I always use my lighting setup anyways, and so I'm not really worried about that. It'll just kind of be B-roll and getting crowd shots. It'll be a little soft, but hey, you can't have everything. Maybe in the A7S III we will have everything. I'm excited about that camera. But anyways, I'll stop babbling on. I hope you enjoyed this little test of the Sony a7 III low light performance. I hope you saw something in here that makes you think, hey, this is a great camera. I need to go ahead and jump on this bandwagon. And if you are planning on purchasing this camera, I would love for you to use the links that I've included below, because that helps me out. I get just a small commission from that, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. And Amazon is a great place to buy for. They have an amazing return policy. If anything at all is wrong, if there's a scratch on it, if it doesn't work right, go ahead, return it, get another one. Don't even bother with the manufacturer warranty. Amazon will take care of you. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.